11-ish?
Yeah, Jerry asked about, yeah.
The match?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, no earlier than
Oh,
7.
early.
So
Oh, 7, okay.
so it could, like, if the sets go to it goes
Right.
to 5 sets, it could take longer.
Okay.
All right. Here with Nelly Korda, who just opened her LPGA Tour season with a 4-under 68 at the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions. Nelly, lots of ups and downs on your round, but you were 2 over through your first 4 holes.
Yeah.
What happened there, and then the nice run of 3 birdies to turn it all around?
Yeah, I was just kind of spraying it everywhere, left, right, you name it. I was just like, okay, so this is going to be a grind today, which it was. I still hit some loose shots here and there coming in, but hit it close on those 3 holes and kind of capitalized on that.
And then you turned to the back 9 with an eagle on the par 5 11th. Tell us about that one. That's always fun.
Yeah, I hit my drive really good, and then I had like 222 or in, and it was downwind, so I hit a hybrid and hit it to probably 4 feet and made my first eagle of 2022.
Love it. Excuse me, before we open it up, you're playing alongside Derek Lowe and Charles Woodson. Derek was just here in front of you, so you were playing alongside one of the best in the field. Looked like you were having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've played with Derek every year. I make sure to request him. I love him. He actually, he comes out to a couple of our events, like in Naples. He comes out to CME, and then he was actually at my win up in Grand Rapids because he's from that area. So it was really cool. We've got to know each other really well over the past couple of years, and Charles, I met for the first time today, and he was super fun too. So in all, it was a really solid group.
Love it. We'll open for questions. Start here with Jeff.
I know you played last month. You've had a little time off. Does it feel like a new start, or does it just feel like a continuation of what you're doing?
A bit of both. Obviously, I haven't seen the girls in such a long time since CME, but I haven't taken much time off. And I'm not planning to play Asia, so I'm going to take 6 weeks off. And I said going into it, that's going to be my off season because I had the PNC event. I was still practicing for that. I probably took a week off of golf and all, so yeah.
In the early 3 birdie run, what was the highlight in there?
Probably the first birdie because I was struggling after, I was 2 over through 4. So that first birdie kind of gave me a little bit of confidence, a boost going into the next couple of holes.
Yeah, what'd you hit in there?
It was that short par 4. I had a 58 degree, and then I hit on the next hole. I hit a controlled little 7, and then 7 from the rough as well on the next hole. So my 7 was doing real well.
Steve?
So I don't even know if you know this. You are now the longest tenured world #1 American. Mm-hmm. You did know that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you respond to that? A lot of it's taxed into the calendar, but still.
Obviously, it's an amazing feeling. I try not to focus too much on world rankings because rankings come and go. It just depends on how you are. My main goal this year is which is every year, is to stay healthy. Last year, I was traveling so much. I had a couple injuries here and there, and the year before that as well. So I try not to focus on that, but obviously it's a huge honor. Hopefully, I'm inspiring the next generation, and I'm just doing a small part of the game of golf moving forward.
I want to go back to the PNC for a minute because a lot of people who wouldn't otherwise watch golf tuned into that, and a lot of them saw you maybe for the first time.
Yeah.
What were the big takeaways from that, and now that you've had some time to reflect on it?
I mean, everyone was so welcoming. I was actually shocked that everyone knew who I was, in a sense. I grew up watching every one of those guys play. So to me, I was a little starstruck that people actually knew who I was, and it was cool because they also watch women's golf. I didn't know that. I'm not around those guys. I live on the other side of Florida. My sister maybe knows a little bit more because she lives in Jupiter, so she talks to those guys. But it was really special. And I played with Lee Trevino the final day too, and he was a blast. His favorite word is "holy moly!" It was so funny, and it was just a blast to play with him and John Daly the first day too. They ended up winning, so it was really cool. It was something different, and my dad and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Great.
There was a lot of cool stuff there, but you were the only gold medalist. I think they're gonna know who you are.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it is, but when you're in a field with Tiger Woods and Jim Furyk and Justin Thomas, I mean, you're like, okay, like I'm just like the odd one out. You're like starstruck just hitting balls next to them on the range.
Cool. Down here on the end.
Nelly, now I know you kind of said you didn't really have an off season per se, but this is the start of the 2022 season. Is it kind of nice to have kind of a more relaxed tournament where you're playing alongside celebrities kind of thing to start the season off here?
Yeah, I love this event. And it's always a goal to kind of get back into this event, obviously, and it's a lot of fun. You can kind of pick the brains of other athletes as well and kind of share stories, which is really cool. But yeah, it's nice, but I mean, we're at a very tough golf course as well, and we have our own individual event on the line as well. So yeah, it's a bit more relaxed, but you're still going at it 100%.
Go ahead.
Wanted to get your sense of the comparison between the setup today, where you have to account for the celebrity factor, as compared to last year when it was just a full field event.
I don't remember. I wish I remembered. I don't really remember. I mean, that feels like 2 years ago, honestly. I don't remember how it was set up. I think the golf course is in great condition. The greens are rolling really, really well, and I think that's what I remember as well last year, is that the golf course is in great condition. I think the rough may be a little thicker this year, but in all, like, it's a great golf course and it's a hard track.
Jeff?
Now, with all you accomplished last year, is there any part of your game you look at with the start of a new season and say, I could dial this up?
Every part of my game. I mean, mental aspect, I think even the physical aspect of it. I mean, every part of the game can get better always. I mean, the game of golf is constantly moving forward and you kind of have to move with it. So there's girls that are coming in that are playing well. You know, you'll have weeks that are off, but I think you're constantly having to improve every part of your game. You constantly have to practice, and that's just how it is. No one's ever gonna. I wish golf could be mastered. That's a funny one. That's a good one.
Who does Sebi play tonight?
I don't know, but he's seated.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Fingers
gonna be able to
crossed.
stay up for it?
No, God, no, no chance. I'll be
Still, good luck.
sleeping. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.